Symposium to me is all about, local and social and mobile marketing.
It's like watching a high-speed film in regular speed. All this stuff goes incredibly fast and crazy, and it's a chance to slow it down.
There's a lot of good conversation, a lot of good content, and informative takeaways, things that you can go back and apply to your business to hopefully dial things up and perform better from a marketing standpoint.
So this is not about driving offline purchase behavior. This is about brands targeting audiences in context. And that's very, very interesting and even counterintuitive. And PlaceIQ does something quite similar.
It was like walking on the moon. He had covered so many points that it was so easy to be constantly entertained with the concepts that he was presenting that by the end of it, you were wanting it to go a little bit farther.
I've done ads like that and they've been hugely successful because they were tailored.
I thought the Symposium was great. The venue was great. The content was excellent.
Google's definitely pushing the envelope where large brands have to think more seriously about Google Plus faster. And we'll talk about how social signals are going to further influence rankings.
It was really well run, well organized, the WIT's a great venue, and of course most importantly the content was really strong. Lots of good active engagement from the audience.
What do you think?
So there's a lot of stuff going on right now about people
What clearly came through is it's time to take advantage of mobile. I mean, we are at that tipping point. It's 53% penetration.
There's so much changing in the space that it's good to get everybody that's in the space talking about it, asking those questions. I'm asking those questions every day.
Google, there's always going to be more opportunities to search.
Let's talk about the most important aspect about this. And that gave us out, but I think is the best thing about the symposium is that you had a group of people that were at a level that the content was absolutely valid to talk about.
What's really interesting about mobile is, and I mentioned this before, is what's happening after the click. And this is just some data that we pulled from our own network. And a lot of these activities we can track because other networks, they rely on the advertiser to provide not only the banner ad, but the actual landing page experience.
The content was good and lots of good interaction in between the sessions. That's always the mark of a good event, is when it carries over into the breaks, and rather than everyone going to check their email, they're actually talking about what they just talked about on stage.
Sometimes you work in a bubble with what you do, and you don't have resources all the time to go back and forth. That's why Sim Partners is so good about what they do.
There's always going to be some new technology or alliance or product that people are going to need help wrapping their hands around.
Sim Partners has been great. Symposium was a great experience. I think bringing these ideas together in a forum, there's no other place like it. As it grows, we're going to add more days, more content, and I look forward to it.